911, what's your emergency?
Hamilton police-involved shooting that claimed the life of a man over the weekend.
I saw him at the hospital. Like, I saw him, like, they killed him like an animal.
Erixson Kabera lived with his family in an apartment building at 1964 Main Street West, in a quiet neighborhood in the west end of Hamilton, Ontario. He was a working family man who had never had trouble with the police before. On Saturday, November 9th, 2024, Hamilton police were called for a disturbance in the 5th floor hallway. The 911 caller advised a man was at his door brandishing a gun. A short while later, Erixson Kabera was dead. He was shot and killed by the Hamilton police. But what really happened on that 5th floor? It's Mad Lab Press.
Fatal shooting happened here at this building in Hamilton, and in the aftermath of this tragedy, friends and family are looking for transparency, saying much of what's been said by police and other officials just doesn't add up.
We're angry, obviously, because the message is just not consistent.
Friends and family of Erixson Kabera are speaking out, demanding answers after the 43-year-old was shot and killed by Hamilton police on Saturday. According to police, at around 5 in the evening, a resident at this apartment building on Main Street West called to report a man at their door believed to be in possession of a handgun. The province's police watchdog says officers eventually made their way to the 5th floor, where there was a, quote, interaction with a person of interest. 2 officers opened fire, and the man was taken to hospital, where he died hours later. Andy Ganza says that man was his best friend Erixson, who lived in the building. He says he arrived there later that evening because they had made plans to hang out. That's when he saw police tape.
I believe one person said that there was a shooting involving a police officer. I was like, wow, that's... and I was trying to obviously make my way to his building.
And you at no point thought Erixson is involved in this?
No, not at all. In fact, I sent him a message saying, hey, I figured he had just... Either he was maybe in the shower or he was sleeping. So I thought, okay, hey, can you let me know what's going on in your building? So I'm texting him, but he's not replying.
Ganza says he and Kabera's family are still struggling to understand how something like this could have happened. He says neither police nor the province's Special Investigations Unit have explained what exactly went down that led to Kabera's death, and that the information released to the public has been confusing. Initially, the SIU issued a news release saying there was an exchange of gunfire, and both the man and an officer suffered gunshot wounds. The next day, the agency updated its statement saying it does not appear the man discharged a firearm and that the officer had minor injuries. A spokesperson for the SIU clarified to City News that the incident happened in the hallway of the 5th floor and that a replica firearm had been located as investigators were processing the scene. Ganza says as far as he knows, Kabera didn't own any kind of gun.
We want answers, right? We want transparency, we want justice, for him and his family.
In a statement released today, Hamilton's police chief extended condolences to Kabera's family and the Rwandan community, adding that Hamilton police never said there was an exchange of gunfire and never identified the person that officers interacted with. I know there are many unanswered questions, and I trust the SIU will work to address these in a full, timely, transparent manner, wrote Chief Bergen. I have been in touch with Rwandan community leaders and made ourselves available to meet when the community is ready. Kabera was a father of 3 children, all under 18 years of age. He came here from Rwanda back in 2005 and was a small business owner. Ganza has set up a GoFundMe for the family. There will also be a vigil and march for justice held at City Hall starting at 6 p.m. on Thursday. In Hamilton, Erica Natividad, City.
So I actually attended this rally last night on Thursday and started at 6 p.m. When I got there, it was dark, it was raining. There were hundreds and hundreds of people there, which was a pretty amazing turnout. It was difficult for me because I'm usually on the other side. And now that I'm not a cop anymore, it was definitely an experience to see, that's for sure. And I have to give credit to the person who organized this because it was very, very smooth, respectful, and there was zero incidents. Now, I came home last night, did a lot of thinking about this, decided to go out today to do some filming, and while I'm out, I head down to the Central Division, which is downtown Hamilton, the police station. I get out of my vehicle, approach the station, I start filming. Now, mind you, I have a professional camera, tripod, everything. So it's not like I'm a creepy guy with a cell phone hiding in the bushes filming them. I was standing on a public sidewalk filming, and 2 cops come out and they try to intimidate me off of the sidewalk. And that didn't happen. But I thought to myself, are they trying to cover up something? It seems like they are. It seems like they don't want people reporting on this story anymore. For them to come out and ask me what I'm doing when I'm there for less than 3 minutes goes to show you, to me, in my opinion, they have something to hide about this. So I'm going to show you some of the vigil, some of the march. It's pretty powerful images in the video. And then I'll show you the interaction I had with these 2 tyrants that tried but failed to intimidate me.
Because that's who he was, right? He was a very kind soul. He was very involved into the community. And we need to make sure that my brother get justice.
Yes. Yes.
We need to make sure that whoever killed my brother pay for this. Because he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it whatsoever. I won't say much right now, but I really appreciate I really appreciate everybody for coming today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Tonight, we stand in grief and solidarity and determination as we mourn the untimely death of Erixson, a father to 3 boys and a husband to a grief-stricken wife. Any premature loss is a loss to us all, and this one touches our community deeply. We stand here not only to honor Kabera's memory, but to call for accountability, to call for justice. What does justice look like? Justice to us, we might point a finger at the police, but it starts with my community speaking to my executives from the person that made that first call that there was an issue when there's not. We're all culpable and nobody's left behind, from the person that made the call to the person that shot Erixson. Okay?
Now let's go through a series of events that brought us to today. So the SIU says Hamilton police were called to an apartment building on Main Street West around 5 p.m. after reports of a man was acting in a threatening manner. That was at 1964 Main Street West. When the police arrived, they confronted a man on the 5th floor, and the man was struck by gunfire from 2 officers. He was taken to hospital in a life-threatening condition and pronounced dead at 12:40 a.m. on Sunday morning. Now, the weird twist to this, which I find interesting, is that the SIU initially reported that there was an exchange of gunfire between Erixson and the Hamilton police, the 2 officers that were on scene. They advised that Erixson was in a gunfight with these 2 officers. The SIU later clarified that it did not appear that Erixson had a gun or fired a gun. Rather, the 2 other officers that were there fired their service weapons. So, as far as the SIU is concerned, they hold their information very close to them and never discuss an ongoing investigation like this so quickly to come to the conclusion that he was in a gunfight with them, and then the next day said that he wasn't. So what is it? Now, a statement from Erixson's family reads, "There are so many unanswered questions that must be addressed in a full, timely, and transparent manner. Why did the chief of police allow false information to be released about Erixson carrying a weapon? Why was the chief of police so quick to highlight the gun-related injuries to his officers, when according to the SIU report, Erixson did not shoot at the police at all? Why won't video footage from the hallways where this incident took place be released to the family? And why did Erixson's family and sons first find out about his death from an online post from the Hamilton Police Service? Was there suspicious activity in the neighborhood, or did they just make that up like they usually do? Why won't the names of the officers who killed Erixson be released to the public? This is what I don't understand. Why are they protected?
Hi, what's going on?
You tell me.
What's that?
You tell me what's going on.
Why?
Just hanging out?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
Nope.
Oh, you asked me a question first, so I just thought I'd reciprocate and be polite.
No worries.
All right.
Any reason why you guys leave your cars running?
Why I leave my car running? I
There's
don't
2
drive a
cars
car,
running.
sir.
It's not my car. Okay. All right. As long as you're safe, sir.
You take care.
Always safe.
Thank you for coming by.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a good day now. How you doing? Not bad. Good. Take a good picture of them. I can't.